Alrighty, sounds good, Amber. Thank you very much. Hey, if you do have to head outside today, just taking a look out there, I don't think you're going to want to, but if you do, you need to bundle up.
Yeah, and do that properly. It's so cold. Hypothermia and frostbite can set in just 5 minutes. 13 on your sides, Micah Cho is out on the weather deck. And with what we've just said, Micah, we don't want you staying out there too long, but tell us what people need to know.
Hey, you know what? That's okay with me for right now. This is how we dressed in Brookings, South Dakota when I went into college about 10 years ago. This was an average day for us walking to class. But we did talk with Kristen Oldenburg today with the Kent County Health Department. I believe Tanner and Emily, you guys talked to her about maybe a half hour ago, and she kind of stressed the importance of bundling up, you know, wearing your hat, wearing your scarf. I got a scarf around my neck, and I also have this one. This is pretty much just like a blanket. I love this one. But making sure that you're bundling up, you got a parka on, you got at least 3 layers of clothing on your upper body, maybe 2 layers, plus the insulation layer on your lower body. And we'll get back to that in a second. But this is all to, reduce the threat of frostbite and hypothermia. And so I kind of want to stress on that real quick. If a lot of things that could lead to hypothermia is any wet clothing. If you are out in the snow, if you get wet with these extreme temperatures, make sure you get into a warm place and remove that wet clothing. Again, get to a warm area, warm up with dry layers of blankets of clothing, place any skin affected by frostbite in any warm water. Make sure it's not hot. You don't want to burn yourself. Also, if you believe you have any symptoms of frostbite, don't use any fireplaces or artificial heat sources for warming, and do not rub or put pressure on any of those areas. Now, I want to get back to Dr. Kristen Oldenburg real quick. She kind of explains a little bit more of what you should be wearing when you're outside this weekend.
It's really important to dress in layers, so making sure that you have warm layers that are loose and trap that warm air inside next to your body. That really helps preserve your body heat. So it's important to stay dry. So waterproof outer layers are important, like a waterproof coat, waterproof mittens or gloves, and waterproof boots. It's really important to stay dry. And then making sure you're covering smaller parts like your fingers, your nose, your ears. Those things are more susceptible to getting frostbite. So making sure you have a hat on, scarf around your face to protect those parts that are at risk of frostbite.
I've been to many scenes with 13 on your side wearing this exact same parka. I can testify that this is a waterproof coat. It works very well. I also got waterproof boots on. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe if I do a high kick like that. But I mean, these things are like 10 pounds and no water is getting inside of these. So again, make sure that you have waterproof layers on. Make sure you're not getting, that's the biggest thing, is make sure you're not getting wet when you're outside. If you do, make sure you change into some drier clothes. For now, for 13 on your side on the weather deck, I'm Micah Cho.
Oh.